Hey, Jade here from the Rawsome Truth. Today I'm going to talk to you about something that happened to me today, and I'm also going to educate you on what I do to eat out as a raw vegan. Now I know what you're thinking, oh God, it's a nightmare, and to a degree it really is, because there's nothing on the menu that says raw vegan, and it's hard enough to eat out as a vegan. I mean, I looked at the menu today and I thought, oh God, what's there? I could have had sweet potato chips and a veggie patty. My son kept saying, you can have this. I was saying, Jacob, I eat raw food. He's going, oh, that's right. Anyway, so today I went out with my family, and we went to a hotel. For those who aren't in Australia and don't understand, our hotels are quite fancy here in Australia, and it's better to go to a local pub than it is a restaurant. Anyway, my family that I went out with are non-vegans, so they ordered their meals, and they think they're doing me a favour. They order seafood. They think it doesn't upset me. Anyway, it's progress. Let's not go there. Anyway, so I'm looking through the menu. I'm thinking, oh, okay, what can I eat? Now, before I went out, I actually ate something, because I always fill my belly before I go anywhere, because I think, oh gosh, I'm probably going to run into some sort of disaster. But I have been raw now for 12 months, and I have eaten out in plenty of places, and I'm going to showcase some of the things that I actually have eaten over the year whilst eating out. But today I looked at the menu and I'm looking, and there was a dish with an animal product on it and then a salad underneath, and it was $23. And my mum's partner said, oh Jade, why don't you have that without the meat? And I said, yeah, but I don't want to pay $23 just for tiny little garnishes of salad. I want it discounted. Anyway, I had a big talk to them, and it had on it cos lettuce, orange, cranberries, and maybe some parsley or something, whatever it was. And I said, oh, and that's right, it had a vinaigrette. And I said, I don't eat oil and I don't have vinegar. I said, would I be able to have the salad without without them, and I'll have lemon instead? And she's just looking like, oh. And of course by now my mum said, she's a vegan, she's a vegan. I said, yes, I am a vegan and I eat raw, so, you know, just to make it harder for you. And the poor girl's looking like this, and mum's going, rah, rah, rah. Anyway, I said to her, but I don't want just a little bit on a plate. I need a big salad. I need it to fill me up, and I don't want to pay that price. So she toddles off, and then she comes back and she said, look, the chef said you can't, oh, that's right, the avocado was in it. You can't have the avocado because that's got animal products in it. I said, oh, is it processed? She said, yeah, it just comes out of a bag. I'm like, bleh. Anyway, my mum by this time going, what a turn off. Anyway, so we couldn't have that. And I said, look, can you just go and ask the chef if he can just make me a big monster salad out of whatever you've got. She come back and he said, he'll just make you a monster salad. It'll be $15. I said, perfect. Happy, thank you. Anyhow, so that's really how easy it was. It was pressing, asking the questions and seeing, and not being afraid to say, look, I don't eat anything on this menu. Can you please help me out? And there's no point getting high and mighty and saying, well, I'm a vegan, I don't eat animal products, I don't eat cooked food, because they're not going to help you. So when I do it, I'm always really friendly about it. I'm really nice about it, and that way 9 times out of 10 they're helpful. So that's what happened today, and have a look at the picture. It's awesome. I was so excited. I went like this, oh wow, that was one of the best dishes I've ever had brought out to me. So for anyone who is in Adelaide, that was the Holdfast Hotel at Glenelg, and I was stoked. Like, they looked after me, and it came out and it looked like a meal, not a side dish. I was so happy, and I didn't feel out of it with my family, like, oh, you know, I didn't have to put up with anything. Even my mum said, wow, that looked really nice, I would have liked that. So, you know, I was showcasing just what you can do to be raw. Other things that I have been choosing to do lately is when people want to organise something, I think of how I can do it so I can spend time with my friends and family, but I can enjoy my raw food, because for me, nothing will make me have cooked food, because all I have to do is focus on how nice my skin's starting to look. I've got no makeup on except lipstick and mascara. That's all I ever wear, and I'm really starting to be comfortable in my own skin. If you saw how bad my acne was, you'd understand just how happy I am with my skin, and that's all I have to remind myself is skin. I go, no, you know, I'm not going to even be tempted. So that's my big reminder. So I've been organising, I meet at food courts, because if I meet at a food court, they can eat whatever they want and I can just bring my own food. Tricky. Another thing I've been doing is having picnics in parks. It's easy. I'm still meeting up with my loved ones and I can eat my food. So that's another thing I've been doing, is having a picnic in park. Mind you, I have been doing it too to get out of my household, but that's okay. Another thing I do, I always, if I'm meeting up with people, even if they want to have a coffee or if they want to have a tea or whatever it is that they want to do, I make sure that they sell juices or smoothies. I can't go wrong. I also, ooh, that wind is very strong coming through. Another thing that I do is meet at vegan places. Most vegan places will accommodate raw vegans, and I went to Bliss Organic in Adelaide City the other day, and that's 100% vegan, and they served me up this beautiful raw salad and it was gorgeous. The only thing I had to ask for was don't add coconut oil on it. Even though a lot of people think coconut oil's raw, I don't eat coconut oil. I eat a high carb, low fat diet, so it's always asking, and especially if you are going to vegan places or places that sell raw, always check, because they're going to put coconut oil on a lot of different things, or olive oil or whatever. So always ask to have those ingredients taken off your plate, and then you can sit there and enjoy it. The last thing that I do, if I go somewhere with a salad bar, generally they'll at least have the lettuce and the tomatoes and cucumbers, and I can just pile that on my plate. But I get sneaky. I pack in a little container, some avocado and mango or something like that, so I can just sort of go plop it on top and I've got a full meal. It's always thinking ahead. And the other thing that I advise people to do is eat before you go out. If you've got a full belly by the time you go there, when everyone else is ordering their meal, you're not thinking, oh, I'd really like that. And that's how your little brain thinks when you're hungry. You start going, yeah, I'd like that. Oh, lettuce, nah. Ooh, that sounds good. But if you go with a full belly, or relatively full belly, you're not thinking you're missing out on anything, because your brain is already going, oh, I'm full. A little salad will do me. I'm happy. So think ahead there too. Eating out has never been easier as a raw vegan, I believe, because more and more establishments are wanting to cater for all eating types, because it's not out of the ordinary to eat differently anymore. Everybody is eating all these different ways. So I think, you know, the best thing to do is always ask. If it's not spontaneous where you're going, ring up before you go. I've also found that Asian restaurants, especially Thai and Vietnamese, are really accommodating. I ordered this most beautiful salad at a Vietnamese place, and it come out and it was big, and they also sold mango smoothies. So I filled up, I had 2 mango smoothies and this big salad, and I was tickled pink. So really think about the places you organise to go to, and don't be afraid to speak up and say, hey, this place will work a little bit better for me, do you guys mind? Because 99% of the time, most people don't care. They're like, yeah, if that's easier for you, let's do it. So I'm never afraid to push myself forward and say, hey, this is easier for me. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope now you're going to find it a little bit easier when eating out and able to think outside the square a little bit more. That's all I've been doing. It's trial and error. I mean, I've gone on holidays since I've been raw, and you know what, I didn't even panic before I went. I thought, you know what, if there's supermarkets there, I can buy raw food. If there's markets there, I can buy raw food. And most importantly, if they sell salads and whatever, I can eat raw food. There's never a way that I don't need to be raw. That's what life's about, making it work for you. Anyhow, don't take lives, live life. Get your fruit on and your greens too. Bye for now.